All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and I've been going over a series of videos where I am creating the tip calculator program as shown in Murach's Android Programming 2nd edition by Joel Murach. I built the interface and started to write the code, but now we have to write the event handler. Remember, the event handler is a special type of method executed when an event occurs. They mention on page 62 that in general there's three steps to handling an event. First, you need to import the interface that defines a listener. We're going to do that in just a second. Second, we need to create a listener. And third, we must connect up or wire the listener to the widget. All right, so let's go through it step by step. First thing we need to do is to come up to the top here and we need to add. Because before we can put in the listener, we've got to import android.widget.textView.onEditorListener. All right, so that's importing the listener that we're going to need to add in just a minute. So that's first thing. It's gray because we're not using it right now. All right. Secondly, we need to come in here, and after we do this, we have to do what's called, the second thing we want to do is we want to extend this, but after we extend this, then we want to say implements, all right, and we have to say what it's implementing, which is on editor action listener, all right. Now, we're getting the error because we haven't put the code in that's going to actually do that. So now we have to set the listener. So it's bill amount edit text dot set on editor action listener. Still not there yet. We've got to put the word this in there. All right. So we've gone through some of the steps. We're still getting the error because we haven't actually written the listener yet. All right. That's got to come down here. It's its own method. So we have to implement the listener. That's an override because we are changing what normally would be there. And we have to put in public boolean on editor action, and it takes a text view, which we refer to as V in here, and action ID, and a key event. All right, this is going to handle our keyboard actions. So we're saying in here, if action ID equal editor info dot ime underscore action underscore done, or action ID equal editor info dot ime underscore action underscore unspecified. So either one of those are the case. Hopefully that's going to fix itself in just a minute. Tip text view dot set text to $10. Total text view set text to $110. And I think the reason that we're getting this error is because this is supposed to return a Boolean and we're not returning anything right now. So return false. Well, that's I thought that would do it, but it didn't. Doesn't like that key event right there. Extends app compat activity. Implements on editor action listener. That is correct. We added this Android widget text view on editor action listener. That's correct. Step 2, we implemented it. That's correct. Step 3, we were supposed to set the listener. That looks correct. Step 4, make this a little smaller so we can see everything. Public Boolean on editor action. Text view v int action ID key event event. It does not like this. And I'm only 7 minutes in, so I have to figure out what the problem here is. Class main activity must be declared abstract. Or implement method on editor action text view int key event. What it's saying, just so you know, with this error right here, is it says there should be an on editor action, but it should only have 2, and just have a text view and a key event. So it should not have this. In other words, it looks like it's looking for this. It's still giving me an error. No, it should be, I'm sorry, text view int key event, so that's right. Text view int key event. Doesn't like something that's in here. I'm looking for caseness, text view v int action ID, comma, key event event. It says it cannot resolve that particular symbol. One thing I would do would be to come in here and add this and add this. That's not going to change anything, but I just think that's the way you should do things. All right. Well, I'm getting cannot resolve these. Cannot resolve symbol key events. So let's go to Google. See if anybody else found it. Cannot resolve symbol key event. It says you need to import Android view key event, which is not shown here that I can see, but let's see what happens if I do import that. That went away, but this did not go away. I wonder if that's going to be another thing that we have to import. So this is cannot resolve symbol editor info. I was having the issue with that error message an hour ago. My issue was resolved by allowing Android Studio to automatically generate the methods defined by the interface for me. You can apparently do this yourself as well, but it was easier for me. Well, I'm not sure if this will fix it, but we'll try doing this. All right. How we let that be done for us. I don't know how just doing a build clean and a build rebuild is going to do that for us. I don't know. There's no way to automatically get that to happen. What we can try to do, I don't know how to, let's see. So, that looks like the only, of course, the only one in there, the only Stack Overflow that talks about that. What I want to do is I don't want to lose that code because I'm very well going to need it. So let's come in here and copy that code into here so we have it. Now I can go back to here. So evidently what it's saying is there's something that is going to be provided for me that as of right now I'm not getting. I'm going to try to do a kludge, which means I'm going to go and attempt to fix this in a very unorthodox way. The way I'm going to attempt to fix that is I'm going to come in here and go to my desk. No, I'll go to my C drive. And I've got the Murach code in here. Book apps, chapter 3 tip calculator, app, source, main, Java, Murach tip calculator. There we go. And I'm going to find that particular code that goes along with this. That's this. May not do a darn thing, but I'm going to go over and grab that and then go back to my code, and I've just removed that, so I'm going to put this back in again. I would expect that calculate and display to come up, but this still cannot resolve it, so that doesn't appear to be the answer. Let's go back to here. We had our own code. Let's bring that back. Bring that in here. Okay, again, we're still getting that error. We had to just put in this. I doubt if there is an editor info, but let's see. Import android.view. See, there is no editor info. And there's nothing like that. So, I've reached an impasse. I'm going to have to try to figure out what this error is. So until I do, that's going to be it for this video.